Hello. As you may recall, a couple of months ago, I did a JAGlaw post about video cameras inside a house and what you need to worry about when you're visiting a house with your buyer or on an open house, because security cameras or nanny cams may be watching and listening to you, and your seller may as a result be watching and listening to you. Well, I came across another issue this week that's similar that I wanted to share. One of our agents in the neighborhood he farms has joined a website called nextdoor.com. For those of you who don't know, nextdoor.com is a social networking site that allows you to put in an address, join, and then you can share information with neighbors in that same neighborhood. So it has a section for recommendations of vendors. It has a lost and found section, and it has a crime and safety section. And people can post things that they see or hear or want to share about the neighborhood on the website, and a lot of conversation goes on back and forth. Well, this week our agent was on the site for his farm neighborhood, and under the crime and safety section, he saw a post that was labeled, quote, "suspicious guy at front door," close quote. When he looked a little closer, he saw a picture attached to the post that was taken by the doorbell of the home. It was one of those Nest or Ring doorbell systems. And the picture turned out to be a well-known real estate agent who was door knocking at the home. This was the, quote, "suspicious guy." Well, the post garnered a lot of attention, and there was page after page of commentary by the neighbors about this gentleman. He was identified, so everybody now knew his name. And people began to talk about how they felt about his door knocking. People complained about the fact that he's real aggressive when he door knocks, that he doesn't go away, he knocks over and over again. Other people complained about the fact that they think they see him looking in the windows when nobody answers the door. Some people complained about the fact that he leaves a lot of, quote, junk at the property. There were some who defended him, saying he's just doing his job, but the majority of the posts and the majority of the conversation was negative. Now, I don't tell you this story in order to dissuade you from door knocking. In fact, this agent is very successful, and door knocking has a lot to do with it. What I tell you the story for is to remind you that you are always being watched and listened to, even outside a home. These Nest systems or these Ring systems are very common now. So you need to always act professionally and assume that you're being watched and listened to by your potential client. As a result, don't be too aggressive when you knock. Do not linger. Do not look in windows. Do not make comments about the house, the way it's maintained, the way it appears when you're standing at the front door or when you're walking away with your door knocking partner. You need to assume that everything you do and everything you say is being listened to by your potential client. And as a result, you want to be positive and professional at all times. Because if you're not, you'll end up on a website being talked about in a chat room and you'll lose business. Thanks a lot.